Absolutely terrible things are happening there. Horrendous flooding is occurring in Guangnan Province, China, turning the area into a vast sea of water. Raging rivers are surging, submerging fields, houses, and even roads. The water level has risen rapidly within just a few short hours, engulfing the entire area. Images shared on social media show the furious waters like a giant monster, swallowing everything in its path. Houses are submerged, with only the roofs peeking out.
Bro, no way! That's wild!
In northeast China, heavy snowfall of up to 50 cm has forced the closure of many highways and railways. Numerous train services have been delayed or canceled, making it difficult for millions of people to travel. Meanwhile, in central Chinese provinces, snowstorms have caused similar damage. The heavy snow has led to the collapse and damage of many houses, forcing many residents to relocate to safer areas. The recent severe storm has hit Yunnan Province, China, hard, turning the area into a flooded region. Ferocious winds seemed to tear through the sky, and continuous heavy rain caused river levels to rise rapidly, submerging many houses and fields in floodwaters.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh! Last night, Guangzhou endured a terrifying hailstorm accompanied by strong winds, making the entire city feel like it was in a nightmare. Hailstones, ranging from small to medium-sized, fell relentlessly, combined with fierce winds, devastating everything in their path. In particular, Huangshan County suffered unimaginable damage. This was reported to be the strongest hailstorm in Guangzhou in many years. The cold, unrelenting hailstones were like relentless punches, damaging many roofs, breaking countless trees, and leaving many roads submerged in water.
Un fiume che scorre. No. Adesso
If you found our video interesting, please comment 1 below this video. This summer in China is witnessing extremely complex and harsh weather conditions. In addition to the scorching heat affecting many areas, severe storms are also hitting one after another, causing serious flooding and landslides, making life very difficult for the residents. Last night, a severe thunderstorm swept through the northern New York area, turning the sky into a spectacular yet dangerous light show. Dark, roiling clouds covered the sky, the wind howled fiercely, and thunder rumbled loudly everywhere. The blinding light from the lightning bolts flashed like sharp blades, illuminating every corner of the surroundings. Oh my gosh! Mount Etna, the most active volcano in Europe, has erupted once again, creating a scene both majestic and perilous on the beautiful island of Sicily, Italy. Massive columns of ash billowed high into the sky, blocking out the sunlight and turning day into pitch black night. Molten lava flowed like fiery rivers down the mountainside, incinerating everything in its path. The sky over Bangladesh, renowned for its vibrant beauty, was transformed into a horrifying and gloomy scene today by the arrival of a fierce tornado. The tornado, like a giant monster, moved at a dizzying speed, blowing away everything in its path. The sound of the howling wind, trees crashing down, and people screaming blended together into a symphony of destruction. The scene was heartbreaking and haunting, reminding us of our helplessness in the face of nature's terrifying power. Berlin, although not in a region typically affected by tropical storms, can still face storms, especially in the summer. Storms in Berlin are usually thunderstorms, accompanied by strong winds, heavy rain, lightning, and sometimes tornadoes. While the intensity of storms in Berlin is usually mild to moderate, strong storms can still cause significant damage. High winds can break trees, damage houses, cause power outages, and disrupt transportation. The horrific disaster only began when relentless torrential rains poured down like a deluge. The water from the sky fell like a storm, turning streets into rivers and houses into islands. The water level rose rapidly, submerging everything in a vast sea of water. People felt powerless against the forces of nature, clinging to each other and praying for the rain to cease soon. The fury of a violent storm, coupled with fierce winds, is a terrifying nightmare for all of us. It is like a giant monster, mercilessly destroying everything in its path. Imagine the winds howling like the roar of a beast, carrying extraordinary force that can uproot large trees, toss heavy debris around like toys, and even overturn trucks. The wind screams through every crack, sneaking into every corner, bringing chaos and devastation. Oh my gosh! A severe hailstorm has struck Brisbane, plunging the entire city into chaos. The hailstones are like golf balls falling from the sky, and that description is spot on. Upon impact, they devastate everything in their path with tremendous force. Trees, crops, homes, and property have all been severely affected, creating a scene of destruction and heartbreak.
Sabes, teilatuak ez jaku jauziko, ez?
Hau da, benetan, impresionantea. Hau da, impresionantea.
Oskerrak ez dutela ipinit ondoa.
In the face of the raging wildfire, the local residents showed no fear and bravely fought against the fierce flames. Equipped with simple tools like hose, shovels, and sticks, they were determined to extinguish the fire and protect their homeland. Oh, it's unbelievable. The fierce wildfire is seriously threatening the homes in the South Park neighborhood, turning the entire area into a terrifying sea of flames. The wildfire erupts like giant monsters, roaring through the dark night and burning everything in its path. The storm scene in Finland is truly terrifying. Heavy rains come down like torrents, with each drop hitting the ground like small stones, creating massive puddles across the streets and parks. The ferocity of nature is so overwhelming that it leaves people feeling dazed and scared. Yet the man in the video bravely steps out into the storm, daring to see if its power could sweep him away. It's truly a reckless act. Have you ever wondered about the art of rock stacking? About the strength and wonder hidden within seemingly lifeless stones? The first time you step into a rock stacking area, you will be overwhelmed by the tranquility that envelops the place. Suddenly, you'll feel incredibly fortunate to live in a vibrant city that still possesses wild green spaces within reach. Just a short distance from downtown Duluth, Minnesota, the city on the frozen edge of the world, Jim Richardson, you can immerse yourself in this magnificent natural landscape. If you found our video interesting, please comment 1 below this video. As the snowstorm swept through the mountain range in China, the sight of the avalanche was truly terrifying and unimaginable. A massive snow vortex arrived, carrying millions of tons of snow and transforming the entire landscape into a white, blinding sea. This is a scene that not only shakes all the senses, but also confronts us with the immense and unpredictable power of natural phenomena. Oh, the fierce storm knocked down trees, causing them to fall onto power lines and trigger a powerful explosion from a transformer. The scene was both terrifying and dangerous, creating an indescribable chaos.
Right over. Oh! Dude. Whoa. Come on.
Oh, what a horrific tragedy! The explosion at the port of Lebanon created an unimaginable haunting scene, with thick black smoke billowing high into the sky, covering a vast area. The immense force of the blast shook the entire city, destroying numerous buildings and causing severe injuries to many people. Oh, what chaos! The powerful storm has knocked down utility poles, severing power lines in the town of Los Angeles and causing a dangerous and chaotic situation throughout the area. Authorities quickly dispatched fire crews to the scene to manage the situation and extinguish any sparks that had ignited. In the flickering light of the stormy night, the firefighters worked tirelessly, facing imminent danger to ensure the safety of the residents. The scene of the horrific storm in Hitoshiba, Japan, is truly overwhelming. Houses are flattened, trees are uprooted, strewn about like the remains of warriors after a fierce battle. Raging floodwaters have turned small streets into turbulent rivers. Occasionally, torrents of hail add to the severity of the situation. Vehicles float aimlessly on the water's surface, like forgotten toys drifting in a chaotic and sorrowful scene. However, amidst the devastation, The resilient spirit and optimism of the people of Hitoshiba shine through. They are working together to clear the debris, helping one another, and kindling hope for a brighter tomorrow. Kayaking not only provides a refreshing joy, but also offers a fantastic opportunity to strengthen team spirit. But have you ever tried kayaking in Antarctica and watching the massive icebergs? It would be an incredibly thrilling experience. Gentle breeze and small waves are enough to move the new icebergs around Lake Superior. These icebergs are covered with glistening frost flowers under the morning sunlight, creating a magical sight. The frost has increased the surface area for the wind, helping to move these massive icebergs. At the lake's water level, the sound of breaking and crashing ice is deafening, creating an impressive natural symphony. It's worth bundling up in multiple layers of winter clothing in sub-zero temperatures to witness the daily wonders that Lake Superior offers. The flood is truly unimaginable. When it hit, the power of the storm transformed the small river in the village in China into an unbelievable sight. With breathtaking speed, the water surged forcefully, sweeping away everything in its path and altering the entire landscape. The once clear river, a source of pride for the locals, has turned into a murky red, like nature's fury. The violent waves and the roaring sound of the flood create a scene that is both overwhelming and terrifying. The surroundings are coated in heavy mud, and the devastation is unavoidable. Oh, the heavy rain is truly an unimaginable sight. Although it's just a small storm, its power and intensity have turned the entire Tianxi region in China into a vast sea of water. The relentless downpour has created torrents that flow through streets, turning them into muddy, waterlogged puddles. Despite being just one of the minor rainstorms, it has caused flooding and significant damage. It's hard to believe that this province faces even more powerful storms each year, making this small storm just a part of a series of extreme and intense weather phenomena. What a crazy sight! These men are surfing amidst the floodwaters, defying all danger. In the winter, residents of San Sebastian often limit their time outdoors because it's when the sea waves become powerful and fierce. Gigantic waves continuously rise, spilling over onto the coastal streets, creating an impressive and challenging scene. Although venturing outside during this time can be very dangerous, winter is actually an ideal season for brave fishermen to set sail. While the rough seas can make a simple stroll difficult, they also present a great opportunity to catch more fish than in other seasons. The blend of danger and opportunity has become an integral part of life for the coastal residents here.
Espero.
While on their way from Milton to their car, the group unexpectedly encountered a terrible storm with fierce winds. Each gust seemed determined to sweep everything away, making movement nearly impossible. The group members had to urgently find shelter, as the wind was so strong that they couldn't continue walking. The storm roared like a raging beast, challenging every human effort to resist it. In that moment, seeking safety became the top priority, and everyone could only wait for the storm to subside so they could continue their journey. Unbelievable! The Parliament building in China was blown away by a fierce storm, plunging the entire area into chaos. As the heavy rain swept over Argentina, the sky seemed to open up into a vast sea of water, with raindrops falling like sparkling jewels, hitting the ground with unimaginable force. The streets quickly became flooded, turning into small, swift rivers that swept away everything in their path. This riverbank landslide in Fujian, China has caused a disaster like no other. When the earth and rocks suddenly collapsed, an entire section of the riverbank was swallowed up by the fury of nature. The river, once gentle and serene, has now become a fierce, destructive force, as enormous blocks of earth and rock are swept away, flooding and destroying everything in their path.